What's up, guys? You might be wondering why is the Civic the other way around in the garage and why is the transmission out of it? I put it all together. It runs. I went for his first like test drive around the block, and the trans is no good. Second gear is like clapped. It just keeps popping out of gear. Unhooked the shift linkage and manually put it in. It still pops out, so that cancels out my shift linkage. So yeah, I pulled the trans back out. I'm gonna take it back apart. I don't know if I said this in the video or not. I think I did it a few times. I used the prelude case on the outside and then like an Accord case on this side. So I think maybe the spacing might be not the same. Either that or when I reassembled it, I didn't line everything up correctly. I don't know. And then last night I was thinking about it. I might have accidentally swapped the main shaft on accident instead of using the Accord one. I don't know if that would even work at all. So I don't know. Because I took two transmissions. When I had to get that outer case, I took two transmissions apart, had them next to each other. I might have accidentally mixed a few parts up. I don't know. I still got the parts on my cart here. So I'm gonna take it apart and see what's fucking up. I mean, it's really just second gear. It seems like all the gears are on the main shaft are fucking up. So at least I believe second gear is on the main shaft. I have to look at my books and see. But yeah. Got the trans out in under an hour, so I'm pretty good. It's actually not as hard to pull a trans out of this thing as I thought it was going to be. Which is good, because I feel like it's going to happen a lot. Also, since I already got the trans out, now I need to bang that frame rail in a little bit, because it's like catching on this little antler right here. So it's kind of hard to get the mount back in. So at least I can fix that problem. But yeah, it sucks, because the thing ran really good. I mean, I was getting it down the street, but second gear sounded horrible, so I didn't want to send it too bad. Got the front end all back on. I had to take the bumper back off, slide the trans out. But yeah, I mean, everything works. I'm surprised the alternator works, the charging system works. Yeah, I mean, clutch feels good for now, so I don't know, whatever. I ended up getting another axle. I got this side. I got a, which side? No, that side. That side. I got this regular Integra axle from like a 92 LS. And it fit right in, so. But yeah, so I'm going to start pulling this trans apart. And then I'll come back if I see anything fucked up. Alright, got the trans all apart. It's kind of got me stumped. I mean, I really don't see anything that would cause it to not really line up. When I compared it to the shaft, I thought maybe I mixed them up. It's completely different. That would never work. So, like I thought, the gears are totally different sizes. So, that can't be it. I mean, it seems like it's in there. I don't know. I pulled the shafts out. I changed the shift forks because I do have another set of shift forks. So maybe they're bent a little bit or something. The only thing I noticed is like where the detent springs would go, the little balls. These ones are a lot like bigger and sharper, and these ones seem kind of flattened out and not that deep. So maybe that's what the problem is. I have no idea. I popped the bearing out of the diff case, the diff bearing, and put the Accord bearing in there with the spacer. So, I mean, they look the same, so I don't know, maybe it's a little bit off, I don't know. I compared the cases again, I really don't see why this wouldn't work. So, I'm just gonna like put it back together and kind of hope for the best at this point. If this doesn't work, I just find another transmission at this point. Because like this trans came out of that parts car and I drove it home, it seemed fine, it didn't pop out of gear. But then again, the clutch was like completely gone. So I'm thinking maybe it did have a problem. I just didn't notice it because the clutch was so bad. or I don't know, maybe it's already clapped out. So it does have some mileage on it, so I don't know. I was just gonna take all the Prelude stuff and just put it in the case and try that one, but that one's completely shot. I was looking at the sinks on it, and the gears are all banged out, so it probably wouldn't be any better. So yeah, I'm just gonna like put this thing back together and put it in the car and see what it does. I don't know. It's really got me stumped. I was thinking it'd be something sticking out that's really noticeable, but it came right apart, so I don't know. But yeah, so I'll come back. Alright, got the trans back in. Axles are back in, everything underneath's done. So I just gotta put all this shit back together up top, shift linkage, all that stuff. I left the top cover off, so I can just fill it up with the trans fluid just like through the top until it came out the bottom, instead of sitting under there pumping it. And yeah, so it's coming back together. So hopefully it works. If not, I just wasted my fucking time. So yeah. Okay, I got everything back in there. So now I'm gonna start it up and hope for the best. And hopefully it goes into second gear without committing suicide. Oh my god. I mean, it already feels like a lot better, so. She don't like that cold start. No. No. Still clapped. The third gear is fine. Fourth gear is fine. Fifth gear is fine. First gear. Yeah, it just keeps fucking popping out. That sucks. Oh. Sounds nasty though, I'll give her that. God damn it, that pissed me off. All that work. All that work still doesn't work. Once it warms up, stop doing that shit. Once it's cold and it doesn't want to. I don't have an auto air control valve, so. But yeah, son of a bitch. Well, we tried. Well, it sucks. I changed shift forks. Didn't make a difference. Changed those bearings. I mean, it does sound better. Like, it doesn't sound like it's committing suicide so bad, but it's definitely popping out. I mean, I'm gonna try adjusting the cables a little bit, maybe. I don't know. There's not very much that it will do that. I don't know. I'm gonna mess around with the cables and I'm gonna see what happens. Well, guys, conclusion. Transmission is fucked. I fucked with the cables. I took the cables off, shifted it by hand. It still fucking pops in and out. Now third gear is starting to act up. So I don't know. I'm lost. Because I changed the forks, changed a few bearings. It looks suspect. Went right together. I didn't force it together or anything. I don't know, it's fucked up. I guess the selector might be bad. I don't know. But I don't have another selector for it that'll fit. Yeah, those are different. They're different sizes, so I don't think that'd even work. So yeah, I'm gonna start looking for another trans. Hopefully I can find like a Prelude trans, or just go to the junkyard and just pull a trans out on a cord. But it's been pretty cold lately, so and raining, so I don't know. This might take some time. It sucks, but this thing does run really good though. I mean, sounds like it wants to go for the most part, for being all janky and kind of thrown together. But I don't know. Just doesn't want to go in a second. I mean, it'll go in, but you gotta like hold it and then it pops out. So I don't know. I thought it'd be something stupid, but I don't know. It's a shame. I didn't even get to send it. So I don't know. But then again, the trans came out of a car that had like 400,000 miles on it, so maybe it was time. Maybe it was time. That's assuming that was the original trans came out of that cord. So I don't know. Usually they have like fifth gear problems, but that's why it's kind of weird. So I guess I'll start hunting for another transmission. Maybe sell a few parts and get some money up. Which sucks, because I really wanted to drop this thing to Honda today, but I mean, I got like another month to go, I think, or like a month and a half, maybe. Month. So I guess I'll be taking the CRX. That's the only car I got that runs. Well, I got the Integra. The Integra runs, but I don't know. I guess I'll fix this thing up next. Kind of frustrated with this thing. But whatever. I guess I'm gonna end the video here. I think next weekend I'll pull the trans back out of it and get it ready for another transmission. And yeah, start looking around. Maybe I can find one cheap that works and throw it in. So make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.